Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Danzo Took Over Konoha? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now, before continuing this, it's quite a dark one. So, buckle up. And secondly, there's one thing I need to discuss. I need to apologize to you all for the past few days that I have been, trying to make a story on Meta What If, but I was failing to do so. Even after I said on Apollo Uchiha that I would. You know, some real stuff happened in my life, and I was busy dealing with that. And I got overconfidence, and I couldn't even make a single video for you guys there. And to be honest, I am quite frustrated about why I could not be able to fulfill any of my promises that I make to you guys. It's just that I'm sorry, guys. I know I don't want to make the intro too long. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry. I've let you guys down quite a lot of times, and I continue to do so. And honestly, I'm quite disappointed about that. Myself. Being genuine. I really wish I know how to change. I'm gonna try my best. I don't know how much attempts these are over the course of years I'm on YouTube, but I'm gonna try another attempt. So here's hoping, and I'm gonna prove it to you guys, not just by yapping about it, just by doing the work. That within this month, I am aiming to not take a single day off. Some of you guys might be already thinking, yeah, low, like this guy wouldn't. But I'm gonna try my best to do so. To not take a single day off. And yeah, I'll try my best to make as many stories and suggestions of yours as I can. And once more, I apologize because continuously I have let you guys down and, failed to meet my commitments. I'm just glad you guys still see, me worthy enough to stick by. Yeah, that genuinely means a lot to me. Anyways, enough of my mushy stuff and, yip yapping, but these were some real hardcore truth tests that I needed to lay out. Not for you guys, but for basically myself, because in a way I'm just scolding myself here. And yeah, you guys are just the witnesses of that. And I don't want to speak anymore on this topic. I'm just gonna, focus. Anyways, if you have any suggestions, ideas, recommendations, you can leave them in the comment section. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, on the night of the Kyubi attack. As we go towards the front lines where we see the Kyubi no Yoko was raging and throwing shinobis and konoichis left and right like ragdolls. Leading them was Hiruzen Sarutobi, who has a horrified look on his face, fixated. Why? Because they were losing, and badly. Kyubi was just toying with them. There was seemingly no hope, no point for them to fight this monster. And now, they were just going to die. Hiruzen gritted his teeth and clenched his fist until a huge shadow loomed over. It was the Toad Chief Kamabunta who had arrived. And for a moment it seems that the battle has now evened on both sides, and it could be anyone's battle. Until the Toad was now the one taking the beating. As Hiruzen gazed and fell towards the other side, where he noticed Minato and Kushina preparing their son for something. What is going on, Minato? Kushina. He arrived near, saying that we're going to seal the Kyubi within Naruto. We're gonna use the Hakafuyin. We're gonna use a distraction. What distraction? That is our distraction, Gamabunta. And so, the seal was stopped by Hiruzen. No. Used the other seal, the 8 pentagram that Kushina-sama used. Mito-sama used on Kushina. But that seal only weakens on females when they're close to giving birth. Your child is a male. It won't affect him. And at that moment, Minato decided that it was the quite right option, and so that is what he did. But after that was completed, the Kyubi was rampaging and was about to attack until there was huge smoke bombs dropped everywhere, and the Kyubi, as the Minato completed the hand seals, were sealed within Naruto. But as this was happening, Hiruzen and everyone else was confused until he heard a thud on the ground. There lying on the ground was now Minato and Kushina, seemingly dead. No wound mark on their body, just dead. There was no pulse, nothing. What? How? How is this? How is this possible? Who did this? There isn't a wound mark. Nothing. They were just standing and they died. Bring me medics. The best one we have in the village now. And so, now we see, a few hours later, Hiruzen was standing inside the Hokage office. Right beside him was Kakashi Hatake, who was wearing an Anbu attire and holding on to the infant child of his dead sensei and Kushina. Oh, Kage-sama, don't call me that. It doesn't make sense. Why would they just die? Heart attack of all the things? That cannot be. Minato has fought in wars. He wouldn't be scared of a QB and get a heart attack. Many people get scared, strong-willed as ones, when their own loved ones are on the line. I still don't understand. Heart attack of all the reasons, Kakashi, doesn't make any sense to me. And yet that is what the reports show. I need a second opinion. I need to bring in someone. In the meanwhile, make sure the child is secured. As there was a knock on the door, it was Danzo. Where is Minato? The council has gathered and we are in need of some answers, Hiruzen. As that is when he noticed the hat. Wait. Why are you holding the hat, Hiruzen? Minato and Kushina, both of them had heart attack and seemingly died. What? How is that possible? It doesn't even make sense. I know. It doesn't make sense at all. And trust me, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's go to the meeting. And within that meeting, many people demanded a lot of things and a lot of questions to be answered. Hiruzen was trying his best to answer as many as he could, but there was still one question that was left unanswered. Where is the QB now? Asked Danzo. A QB has a new Jinchuriki now. Minato and Kushina sealed him within someone. Someone they trusted. Someone they told us that he could be trusted. Who is he? I cannot reveal that. For his own safety. But Hokage-sama, we need to know. Trust me, this is for your own safety and for his own safety. I cannot tell you who he is. Otherwise, you or he could get hurt badly. And so, the people became silent. But Danzo wasn't one to quiet down. I will find out, regardless, if you want me to not to. Know this, Hiruzen. As now we see, the meeting came to an end as we go towards Hiruzen's office, where he has received a response, and it was a no. Damn it, Tsunade. Damn it all. As now we see, that is when an Anbu arrived. Hokage-sama, what is it? Kakashi is dead. What? What happened to Naruto? Where is he? He is nowhere to be found. Kakashi is dead. Someone killed him. Stabbed him straight through the heart with a kunai. Bring me there. And so, Kakashi's apartment, where we see Hiruzen and everyone was standing. His friends, especially Gaia, was downright enraged. Whoever did this, he will not see the next day once they find him. You're not alone in this, guy. I am alone. I will hunt down whoever did this to Kakashi. It doesn't deserve any of the intervention of yours. As Guy in seriousness then left, it was quite unnatural-like to see the green beast of Konoha, who always was youthful and whatnot, now being serious, seriously calm and angry. As on the other side, Hiruzen was terrified. We need to find the child. Now, search everywhere. Do not leave a single stone unturned. We need to find where did the child go. As this was going on, we go towards a new hideout base, deep underground within Konoha, as there was a chamber there where 3 people were seated. That was quite a cunning plan, Danzo. I know. It was necessary, said Homura, who was near him. But is it really the right way, Danzo? Yes, it is the right way. Once we take the position of the Hokage and I get in power, I will make sure that you too are also in hold of quite great respect as well, and title. And then I'll I'll make sure that Konoha is the only one that will prosper. Sensei trusted Hiruzen to make Konoha great. And what does he do? Make it look strong. Yes, indeed he did. But in the end, that is all we are. People still mock us. Think that we are there because we are lucky to have had people like, well, our legends. Here's Hashirama Senju, Tobirama Senju, and, well, some of us. But they do not realize that we are the chosen ones. We are the ones made and meant to rule all of them. Because we are superior. No wonder that we have so many people who are strong. Yes, that is true, Danzo. We 100% agree with you. Good, good. As that is when his team arrived. Ah, my team is here. As he picked up the child. You two leave, so that he won't get suspicious. Leave this to me. Alright, Danzo. Alright, we'll celebrate later. Yes. As Koharu and Homura left, we see Danzo's smile turn into frown. Pathetic. It's still useful, but pathetic. So what do you think? Would he do? He is the Jinchuriki of the Kyubi no Yoko, meaning that he will be able to regenerate. Plus, he's an Uzumaki. Oh, he will do just fine, Danzo said, two glowing yellow eyes from the shadows as he stepped out. Don't make me regret this, Orochimaru. Oh, I won't. But before I begin our work, mind telling me how exactly are you going to get me into Hiruzen's office where I can kill him? Every Friday, for at least 5 minutes, there is a window where Hiruzen is alone and relaxing. Even his shadows are not following him at that 5-minute mark. You can get in and get out before they get alert. Quite a tight window. Yes, but that is the best you can do. A shinobi of your caliber should be more than capable of doing that. In that window frame, right? Of course. I will. And don't you dare forget, he is to be my weapon, Orochimaru. If I ever realize that you are betraying me, know this, that you will be the next on my target list. My oh my, Danzo. Quite a threat that you gave me. But know this, that I am, as I said, not interested in ruling over Konoha or whatnot. I am only interested though in some jutsus and in killing Hiruzens, and that is why I gave you the ultimatum. Either the jutsus or Hiruzen. That is why I picked Hiruzen, because I have a bone to pick with. And you're my only way, only possible option to get close to him. Do not make me regret this, Danzo. Because if you cross me, then you will pay as well. As now we see, time began to pass by as Friday arrived. Hiruzen was now, after dealing with the people as well as civilians, have now finally settled down into the Hokage office once more. And now it was time for his relaxment. His usual ritual that he used to do when he was the Hokage. Leave, everyone. Hokage-sama, I think we should leave. I'll be fine. For 5 minutes I need to close my eyes and rest. Alright. We'll be nearby. Just signal us. I will. As soon as they left, Hiruzen was now taking a nap, falling instantly asleep because of his tiredness. And that is when, unbeknownst to him, something happened. His chakra signature was completely cut off. Chakra suppressors were activated in the room, and he walked in. And then he brought out a katana, stabbing straight through the chest and seat of Hiruzen Sarutobi, and twisting it as Hiruzen's eyes shot open, but he couldn't move. What? Orochi? As he coughed blood. Yes, it's me, Hiruzen. How did you? Let's just say the people you think are your allies, they're not. They're quite interested in having you gone and removed. And I'm more than willing to do that for them because you and I have a bone to pick with one another. So goodbye, Hiruzen Sarutobi. And so, there was a slash as the sword was retreated and then stabbed again, but this time straight through Hiruzen's heart and seat again, killing him. As after that, we see Orochimaru left. As everything returned to normal, and as he arrived back to Danzo's office, sirens blared. I need to go now. It seems that you have finished your job. Of course. Here, take him to your hideout, and make sure our guests remain there as well. Of course. Do I? No, you don't get to experiment on them. You just keep them there. But why are you keeping them alive? I don't understand this. They are needed, because if he finds out ever that his parents are alive and kept, we need to have an upper guard to make sure that he listens to us. I see. Unbeknownst to them, a being was listening everything through Naruto's ears. As Danzo went on to become the sympathetic friend who has lost a great rival and a Kage, and a friend. And many of the council then voted him alongside the daimyo to be the Kage, and so he did. Came into power, while Naruto was taken by Orochimaru. As now we see, it was the first night as being the Hokage by Danzo, becoming the fifth Hokage as he was seated on his office. Congratulations, old friend. How about a sake? As a bottle of sake was then brought out, as Koharu and Homura were about to celebrate until they were trapped in ninja wires. Danzo, what is the meaning of this? I told you that you two will have a great reputation and a great title to hold. You two will hold the titles of the traitors, the ones who I crushed, the ones behind the death of Hiruzen Sarutobi and Minato and Kushina, gaining me the favor of the people. But why? We never tried to betray you. We sided with you, betraying Hiruzen. That is the problem here. That you cannot be trusted. You betrayed Hiruzen for me. No. You betrayed him for power. You can do the same for me because anyone can offer you more power, and you will be willingly wagging your tails at his feet. And that is something that I could not have. Because you failed the very first test of loyalty. We were loyal to you. You can't. And before they could finish, Danzo nodded, and both of them were sliced into pieces. And with a heavy heart and fake tears, he announced how his two best friends betrayed the other. And the elders, Koharu and Homura, were forever written down with the title of the traitors, buried outside of Konoha, with their graves being almost defiled each and every day. As everything was now falling into orders, each and every chip, as Danzo has now become the fifth Hokage, and was now watching over the window towards his village. I have everything now I ever wanted. Now I will expand this empire, Sensei. The one that you failed to see, I will make it into the reality. As time began to pass by, Konoha has conquered Land of Waves and other lands that were surrounding it, and have caused enough chaos and war. Seeing this, the other villages also begin to do the same, and now they have overthrown the daimyos and have taken over their own respective lands, making their villages into nations now. And Danzo had the biggest part of it. He was successful into making what was his, nation. But he has done this with the help of something. And that something was 13-year-old Naruto Uzumaki, called the Berserker. Wearing a black mask and a black Anbu attire, he was, descended upon the enemies. With two katanas in his hand, he minced through everyone standing in his way, not even leaving any survivors that wanted any mercy or whatnot. And his reward being placed inside a cell again, a holding cell, where he was to be later brought out, either for trading or, for killing. As right now we see Naruto was seated, again, inside his prison. Kid, you do know that your parents are still out there, and you are quite strong. Then why are you waiting here for some miracle to happen? I'm not waiting here for a miracle. For the right time. When will it come? You have already wasted 2 years. I have been laying out a map, Kurama. One that I will use your strength with to break out. What about the blood clones? They have infiltrated. They are already working as agents for Orochimaru. They know where my parents are. They already have gotten the key and soon they will bring them out. And once that happens, I will systematically destroy all the shinobi world. Because these nations that Danzo has created, they all need to go. But in the end, first I need to take care of the others. Because they will be the ones cut to come after me after Danzo released this information. That is true. Don't leave any loose ends, kid. Because you can't afford to. I know, Kurama. As now we see, Naruto waited for a few months, and then the opportunity came. He, using Kisium 2 state, broke through the holding cell and left no one alive. As now we see, after a few hours of his escape, Danzo was standing there, wearing his new general attire, and he was not happy. Kill those whoever were here. But Danzo-sama, as his neck was chopped off. Good. Now contact Orochimaru. Tell him to execute Minato and Kushina. The boy has stepped out of line. He will realize the consequences of what he has done. Orochimaru is on the call. As Danzo went to his, palace that he has created, inside his home office, where he sat down on his throne and office desk. Speak, he said. Minato and Kushina have escaped. My facility is in shambles, Danzo. So the brat planned this through. What about the boy has mastered the fluid arts? He knows what he's doing. Then that makes him a threat to our empire. My empire. Yes, of course it does. So what are you going to do, Danzo? Danzo-sama, my liege, said an envoy as he arrived, before Danzo could think. What? What is it? I've been busy, as you can see. You fool. Sir, something has happened. What? Sunagakure. It has been destroyed. It's burning in flames. What? How can that be? I do not know, sir. Our scouts saw this. Our spies. Only one was able to escape back, and that scout was. He was wounded badly, saying that the Ninetales was seen there. Why would he go there first? As that is when we see, Danzo asked, how long was this ago? A few hours ago, sir. What? How long has the game gone by? Sir, at least 6 hours by now. And the attack? Almost 2 to 3 hours ago. Within 3 hours, he dismantled a whole nation. This is not good. As that is when a few more hours passed by, sir. Another village is on ablaze. Which one now? The One-Tails and the Nine-Tails were seen in the stone village. Iwakakure has been destroyed. What? This is impossible. Contact the other Kages. Tell them to meet me within a few hours or tomorrow at the Kage Summit in Iron Country. We need to hold it now. But nobody responded because Kiri was next, being the second biggest, and then it was Kumo. All the Bijus were helping out Naruto alongside the Jinchurikis because Naruto has made an alliance with the Jinchurikis. And somehow, Kumo was the most bearable nation. All of them arrived there, but the 8 Tails and 2 Tails stood in front of them in defiance. Why do you defend them? They have conquered. We have not conquered at all, boy, said A. I simply gave them a choice. They can join me, or we leave them alone. Pathetic. I don't believe that for a second. It is true, sir. He did give us a choice, and we accepted to join because we knew that if other villages attacked, they would slaughter us and demand that we join them or die. That is true. That is the way of Konoha nowadays. What do you think, Kurama? Well, if Yuki, my wisest brother, is on his side, then I say we leave this village and nation alone. We will not harm the people of Kumo. Are you sure, kid? Said the other Bijus. They are humans. They can't be trusted. We have no other choice. Because Gyuki and, well, Matatabi are on their side. Please, I know, my brother and sister, that you you have bad experience, but these people are good. Fine. We will leave them alone. Now that leaves us with only one place, though. Asked Kurama, Konoha, said Naruto, when Naruto dies. But not now. I need a place, Asama. Place in your village, in your nation, if you would have us. We would welcome you all. But I must know, why have you destroyed the others? You would not understand what I have found while being infiltrated there. And I, let's just say, have enough to hate Konoha and the other villages. But this one I was always an enigma. How come you treat the people with so respect while being the second strongest village? It's not about strength, kid. Strength means that when you use it to protect, not to destroy and fight or make oppression. That is just your ego, not your strength. I see. I and the others will follow you and your command, Asama. Until Kumo has men like you running it, we will follow you and Kumo's will. But I must first finish the war that I have started. I want you to take care of my parents, as two quite skinny looking people were brought there, almost skeletal looking, malnourished, and barely kept alive. Minato and Kushina. Is that? Yes. My father and my mother. On the day I was born, they were seemed to make killed in front of the people of elemental nations and Konoha by Danzo, but he kept them alive in the scum lair known as Orochimaru. I see. Konoha really has shown its true fangs to its own people, huh? No wonder it's so close to being destroyed now. Wait, said Gyuki. If this is how you're going to go on about this, then I will join you as well, with B. So will Yishito and I. And so wearing the Kumo headbands, all the Bijus and Jinchurikis then went towards Konoha. Danzo-sama! The borders. The scouts have told that all 9 Bijus are walking here. What? Yes, and they're all wearing Kumo headbands. As now we see Naruto standing in front of Danzo, who with his army was standing there. You brat. I gave you a life. I gave you the means to train. I made you who you are today, and you bite the hand that created you? No. You manipulated me. Like you manipulated the others, Danzo. It's just pathetic that it has come to this. You being enraged. You were always so obsessed with being in control that you have forgotten how it feels to be the one on the receiving end. Now, you will destroy his nation. As in front of Danzo, as he was held still, the nation that he has created over the course of 13 years of, well, continuous struggle was being destroyed. No! My nation! My home! You're gonna pay for this. Once Konoha recovers from this, there will be no Konoha left. As all the Bijus charged Biju down. Wait, what are you doing? Fire. As even Kyuubi did. I'm finishing what the Kyuubi started. That is what people say, right? You're all going to pay for what you have done. As that is when Danzo was beaten to a bloody pulp by Naruto with his bare fist, until Naruto's fist hit the ground, piercing through his skull to the other side. Danzo was dead, but Naruto continued to hit him until B stopped him. Stop it, kid. He's dead. He's dead. They're dealt with. As that is when we see Naruto exhaled quite sharply. As on the other side, deep hidden within, we see real Danzo sighing in relief. Who knew that the new project of splitting your essence and chakra in 2 halves would work? My backup body. I'm still alive. Although weakened, but alive. Not for long. Said someone behind him. It was Guy. with a serious expression, as he literally punched straight through his chest, Danzo's heart beating right in front of him. As Guy stood behind him, I told everyone, lying on Kakashi's deathbed, that I will have my revenge, and the other person will not see the next daylight once I found out who does this. You will pay. As Guy crushed his heart and then yanked his arm out, killing Danzo then and there. There was no backup anymore. This was it. Danzo railing dying twice by the hands of both men who he had wronged and harmed in the wrong way. As Konoha was now destroyed, the people who, well, were on the side of Minato were left alive. People like Guy and some other kind souls, while the rest were destroyed alongside its arrogance. So what now, kid? Now we go back to Kumo. But as they were about to leave, the Akatsuki struck. As soon as they arrived, in their arrogance and ego, they attacked all the 9 Bijus combined, and 3 Jinchurikis, failing to realize just how outnumbered they were, and in the end they too were destroyed. As now we see Naruto, Uchiha, and Pete and said, well, that settles it. I'm officially going back home and resting for a whole week. Whatever you say, B-sensei. Yep, whatever you say, B. And so, all the Bijus and the 3 Jinchurikis returned to Kumo, the only nation that was left alive and the one that was worth prospering. And so it grew to be the only elemental nation in the whole, well, east side. And Naruto and the other Bijus and Jinchurikis were finally at peace. Especially Naruto, now that his parents were back to full health and he could be a son again. Not just a killing machine, a weapon that was forged and created by Danzo. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Metaverse channel as well. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.